Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, July 8th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Finis Monitor today, we'll talk to Rudy Garcia-Tolson. He's one of the top Paralympic swimmers in the world. He's nominated for an ESPY this year for being the first double above the knee amputee to complete an Ironman triathlon. Rudy joins us right now in the Finis Monitor from Colorado Springs. Rudy, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on. It sounds just unbelievable, to be honest, that someone, who is amputated from above the knee could finish an Ironman triathlon, something that just most people can't even do. I mean, how'd you pull it off?
My main goal going into Ironman was just to finish it, and I went over to Hawaii in October 2009 for the Ford Hawaii Ironman World Championships, and I ended up missing the bike cutoff by a few minutes, and so that means I couldn't start to run. And so a month later, I entered Ironman Arizona, and ended up making the bike cutoff and finishing that race in 16 hours. And it was just a long day, but I'm very honored and excited to call myself an Ironman, and I really want to show the world that it doesn't matter what you think your disability is, because the real disability is having a negative attitude, and if people can embrace that, then the world would be a much better place.
Was this like a lifelong dream, or was it something? I mean, when did you set this goal? Like, I want to be an Ironman.
When I got my legs amputated when I was 5 years old, I really wanted to become active. First sport I got into was swimming, and I've been doing that since I was about 6 years old. But I wanted more, so I started running, and I remember my first 1 mile run was about 17 minutes, so it was really slow. It was more like a walk. But I just kept doing them, and I started cycling, and kind of put everything together, and did my first sprint triathlon when I was about 9 years old, and Ironman at that point was just something that seemed almost impossible because it was just such a long race. But as I got older, I started thinking about it more, and last year I decided to give it a shot. The training for an Ironman is really extensive. You gotta be on the bike, and you gotta be running and swimming daily. So it's a lot of work, but I don't know what got into me, but I decided I wanted to do an Ironman, and I did one. But I can honestly say it's been an amazing experience.
Did you find anyone who's either disabled as well, or just a little bit slower, that you were able to pace yourself with throughout the race, or were you alone the whole time?
Well, the swim in Arizona was a mass start, so the gun went off at 7 a.m. and it was a super cold water. I had my wetsuit on, of course, but the bummer was that at the start, maybe about 5 minutes before the start, my goggles broke, my strap broke. So that was a little tough, but I made it through the swim in an hour. I got out of the water, and I was frozen. I was so cold that it took me about 10 minutes to warm up before I even got on my bike. And then the bike was 3 loops, and the first loop felt awesome. I was thinking to myself, this is gonna be a good day. The second loop, I got a flat, and the third loop, I started having really, I don't want to say major back. I had back pains. Just the way that I'm bent over on the bike, it just gets my back really irritated. So as soon as I got done on that bike, I knew that I could make it. I never ran a whole marathon before, so that'd be my first time. So a little side of me was thinking, this is gonna be pretty fun. I get to see, what 26 miles feels like, and another side of me was thinking, dude, you're crazy. Just go home. Let's stop now. There's no reason to put yourself through this. But it was very enjoyable. The run was 3 loops, and on the second and third loop, I just started running with people and chatting with them. Anything to get your mind off the pain, because at that point, your mind, you're okay, but your body is shutting down. It's your body's telling you stop. So. Like I said, it was just a long day.
I bet a lot of people would have stopped, having gone through what you had already gone through in that race.
It was a long day. I think my favorite part was being able to eat some pizza maybe about 3 miles away from the finish line. That really made it all better. So.
Did So you're about 23 miles in to a jog,
Yep.
and you're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's
Get a
have
piece
some
of pizza.
pizza.
Why not?
Well, good for you. It's very inspirational. And for that, you've been nominated for a huge award, an ESPY. For those of you, watching outside the country, maybe not sure, ESPN, it's sort of their annual award show. So you're going to get to go to the event and everything?
Oh yeah, the event is about 2 weeks. I'm very honored, and I can't wait to go and being able to represent everyone. From Challenge Athletes Foundation, the U.S. Paralympics, to the people who make my legs ulcer. Everyone who supports me. This is for everyone who've put so much work in to help me out. So a big appreciation to everyone.
Well, everyone, go vote for Rudy. And we'll make sure before the award show gets on that we'll put a link up on our website where people can vote.
Awesome.
Hey, real quick before you go, we know you won the gold for the 2008 Paralympics in the 200 IM. We thinking repeat
Yes.
in 2012?
That's the plan. I'm out here at the Olympic Trade Center in Colorado Springs, living and training full time. We got Worlds in about two months in Netherlands, and my goal for London is to win 3 medals. Don't care what color. But I really would like to defend 200 IM, but the competition is getting tough. But it's good. I like it. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck, Rudy. Thanks.
Very much.
All right, that's Rudy Garcia-Tolson joining us from Colorado Springs and the Phoenix Monitor. That's it for the show today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.